Hey everyone, Cahlen here, and I just got back from just a random job that someone offered me. It was a really short job, 2.5 hours, just helping a bunch of guys pour some concrete in a multi-story building that they had put up. And basically I made 50 bucks in 2.5 hours. Now if you've seen my video where I talk about my monthly finances, 50 bucks is like a quarter of my monthly income, right? This is a week's worth of money, right? I don't need anything more than this for a week. So 2.5 hours, and I just made I just did a week's worth of work. So most people work at least 40 hours a week, right? Just to get by. So anyways, the key thing here is that I've gotten my life to a point where I don't really need a whole lot of money, right? I have almost a year's food stocked up, basically, just by having a little bit extra every month. I can buy a little bit extra food. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to buy new clothes. I only have one set of clothes as long as I take care of it, right? I don't have any expenses. So also those of you who follow know that I don't use banks. I don't use anything associated with a social security number, or I don't even have a driver's license or any type of government ID. So that does limit what I can do, but people can generally pay in cash, and people are generally actually pretty happy to pay in cash. Now, I think that there will be a point of time where basically there's no way to pay in cash anymore. Like most of the world will have gone to the central digital bank currencies, and that will be pretty much the only way to buy things. So you may be asking, what's my plan when that happens? So basically, people are happy to accommodate you, right? Especially these days, there's a lot of like older people who still have a work ethic, but they don't really have the physical ability to do a lot of the stuff that they're kind of been doing their whole lives and they're experts at. So it's an opportunity to help these people, opportunity to make a little bit of cash, and also an opportunity to learn from experts on these things, right? So I've never really poured concrete before, but now I generally know how to do it. I poured concrete in kind of a, you mix it up in a little bag, but this was like a giant truck that came, and we had this big giant hose that was like super heavy, multiple people carrying it and all that type of stuff. So you learn stuff. So anyways, but for example, if there's a time when I can't pay them cash, and of course they can't pay me with check, I don't use banks and stuff like that. So I will just say, so you will order me a bag of rice, right? Here's a 8-pound bag of rice that I can use, and I'll do this much work for this many 8-pound bags of rice, right? Or you can just be like, I work for this much an hour, and then when we're done, you'll order me a series of things from this website when we're done. And people I have found are generally willing to accommodate that, and I'm not even to the point where it's necessary to do that type of thing. So I'm not personally worried about the time when I'm completely locked out of the system, because I'm pretty much already adapted my life to work with it. So anyways, a lot of people are going to be struggling as we go into this new world, as the economy collapses, as they try and get the population to reduce, and they try and take us into a world of basically technocratic slavery. But if you just reduce the amount of money that you need, I think you'll find that actually you can get by very easily with very little money, right? Again, 2.5 hours of work, and this will cover me for over a week. So anyways, I just thought I'd let you guys know about that, and I'll see you later.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider sharing it. If you'd like to help me out in a more substantial way, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/gift. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with me, whether publicly or privately, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/one-on-one. Thanks again for watching.